Hey y'all, it's Kelly at Crochet Mom for Life. How are y'all today? Well, I made it here and within a week, y'all. So that's an accomplishment, right, for me. But I did pretty good this week. I got a few things done that I wanted to, and I wanted to talk to you about them today. But first, I want to say thank y'all for coming by, and I've picked up a few little subscribers this week, and I appreciate y'all. I hope everybody comes back. It's really nice to have all y'all yarny friends, and I love your comments. I feel like we're starting to get to know one another, and I just really love it. So I appreciate all y'all coming by and coming back. And I'm just a little old small channel. I don't know if I'll ever be up there with the greats, but I enjoy having someone to talk to about my little world, my little yarny world, because nobody in my actual face-to-face dealings, you know, understands. I got one friend at the store where I work, and she crochets, and she makes beautiful blankets and baby sets and things like that. She's made some amigurumi, but her main thing is beautiful blankets, beautiful baby sets. She's worked there for close to 20 years, and so she's always making somebody that's having a baby something, that's the kind of person she is, So anyway, if you get a good teen blanket, you doing good. But anyway, so so I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the other podcasters that I go and visit every day. Multiple times. I got to where my husband, he's working about 3 hours from here now, and so he stays in a travel trailer when he's working, but he comes home on the weekends, and anyway, when he's gone, I leave the TV on, for some sound. So me and the dogs, we fall asleep with the TV going, and I usually play somebody, and I'll just let them shuffle all night long. It goes from Mama Llama Kayla to Charm Grammy to She's Got Yarn Too and KS Mom. I mean, all y'all. I put you on repeat and I fall asleep. Miss Terry Yarn Joy. And then the next day I watch your video again. But yeah, so I appreciate this yarny community. It's just awesome, and it gets me through a lot of rough times, and I'm not talking about I'm having rough times. You get in a headspace sometimes, and you just, you got to have something in your life that helps you keep you going. And for me, it's my yarn, and it's my YouTube, it's my friends, Miriam, me and her, she texts me. I enjoy those little tidbits of texting each other every day, and or every other day. Sometimes she'll text me and I'll text her back the next day. That's how bad I am with a texter sometimes. But anyway, it just really helps me, And I don't know. I'm 53. I could be going into that. They talk about perimenopause. I never heard of perimenopause, but here lately that's what you hear about. And menopause. And I don't know if I'm going through it. I just know that sometimes my headspace is pretty messed up, I mean, I'm a bad thinker sometimes. And so that's my only issue in life at the moment is I'm a pretty bad thinker sometimes, and I got to get out of my own way. But yeah, so it's nice to have y'all, and I appreciate y'all coming by. I never had a mean comment, and I really appreciate that. And if I had a mean comment, I'm just going to ignore it anyway. I mean, it ain't what they call you. It ain't, what is that thing they said in Color Purple? It ain't what you called is what you answer to, or whatever. You know that saying. But anyway, it wouldn't. I wouldn't give it much. I'm not going to let that get me down if I ever get one. So, but But so anyway, I guess I better quit gabbing. I'm at 5 minutes already. But my husband's, he's outside cutting the yard and weed eating and everything else. So he said, I'll stay outside till you get done. But that pollen, y'all, here in South Georgia, that pollen is starting to rev up. And when it starts like that, it starts making him feel bad, you know. He's got bad sinus issues sometimes. And I could even tell it out there a while ago. But yeah, that pollen is starting to kick up, you know. So I guess that spring is on its way. I'm drinking my honey bun coffee with some vanilla creamer and some sweetener. No calorie sweetener. I've really tried this week, y'all, to lay off the sweets. Now, some days I fall off the wagon a little bit, but not that as bad as when I was on the cliff, you know, kicked off the cliff last week, you know. I'm starting to recognize, okay, Kelly, you don't need to eat 10 Reese Pieces cups. You know, you don't need to eat those miniatures. Just because they're in the refrigerator don't mean you need to eat 10 of them a day. So, I've been going back to the way I used to do. One a day. And so, that's what I'm doing. I've done that. And I went to, never been there, about 30 minutes from here, about 30 miles. You know, we get the big grocery stores like Kroger and, you know, well, Walmart's got one and a few others. But actually, it's just Kroger and Walmart and then some little ones like Piglet and Home Food Depot. Well, now they've put in Aldi, y'all. And I've never been in an Aldi. It's been running for about a month or two now. So I decided to go last weekend. And I love it. They have such good fresh vegetables. It's reasonable prices, you know. And I really did like it. I got a lot of, I got apples and oranges and bananas and some grapes and strawberries. And I got salad stuff. And so, I'm trying to do the healthy thing. I'm trying to get back on the wagon and not fall off of it no more. But I did indulge. I got these things. I want to show you what I like. They got these at the store, but they're the name brand. I think it's Bavita or whatever. But I got these breakfast biscuits. And so when I've never thought of a biscuit, but I guess that's what they call them over yonder, over the seas, is biscuits. But it's a cookie to me. But it's a biscuit. It's orange cranberry. And it has 230 calories. No cholesterol. Well, it's got 12 grams of sugar. But anyway, I don't eat multiple packs a day. But they're pretty good. So that's what I'm eating and snacking on with this coffee. And the coffee's my honey bun coffee. In case y'all all interested. I know Llama Mama Kayla showed. She's been drinking, been doing her crocheting chats, which I love. And she had somebody sent her a box of different coffees, and one of them was chocolate covered cherries, that cordial. Man, I gotta eat a whole box of them things, you know, whole box. So she had some coffee, so I'm itching to get that coffee. But I'm going to wait. I'm trying not to spend money right now. I'm trying to be a good girl and not spend no extra money. I got some goals in mind this year, and I want to stick to them. So, anyway, but yeah, I'm thinking about that coffee hard. I might have to click submit. It's in my little box. But I love her crocheting chats. And look at her go. She's just moving on right along. And she ain't letting it get her down with what she's had to go through. And I think that's just awesome. She's an inspiration. So anyway, let me get going. Let me stop my little motor mouthing. Let's see. What do we want to start with first? Yep. Aldi's a good place to go. I bought me a bunch of them bags. And, of course, I bought me some to go with me. Like I needed them, you know. Like I needed another bag in this yarn space. But I had to get it. So I got me that one and another little one. But, okay. Things I have made this week. My finished pretties. And so I decided last weekend, I said, you know what? Write it down what you want to work on this week. So I wrote down on a piece of paper the things I wanted to work on. And so I fixed my little bags. Well, before it was over with, I had about 10 other bags, felt like 10 other bags around me. And I said, I'm not going to do that this week. So I went to the Dollar Tree a while ago and I got me a little storage container. And I'm going to keep it. Today, after I get done talking with y'all, I'm going to decide, okay, what am I going to work on this week? And I'm going to try to get it all fit into this little storage box and put it beside my chair. And put the lid on it because Peanut, likes to eat stuff that she ain't supposed to be getting into. She grabbed a potato the other morning. But anyway, that's what I did last week. I made me a list and I picked out the yarn and I put it in a bag. And so I kind of got sideways a little bit because I ordered some patterns, on Etsy. But anyway, I put that on my list too, But and then I went off the edge a little bit. But this week I'm going to fix my little box up and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to work on those things this week. And then I won't feel so discouraged maybe because I have felt really discouraged the last, 6 months personally because, my work situation has really just sucked, and that brings me down, and my health has brought me down, feeling headspace. So I'm going to try to pull myself out of that, and I'm going to try to lose a little weight, do better, feeling a little bit better about myself, and making my little list. So last week I made my little list, and I downloaded a pattern, and my thing I had made, my first thing I made I think I worked on it Sunday. And I know some of y'all could probably get it done within the hour. But I sat here in my chair and I just watched my shows. And I think I watched 1,000 Pound Sisters because I got stuck on that. I done finished all 5 seasons up. And I got hooked on that show. I just cried the last couple of episodes of that. What else? I finished watching True Detective. And that was a little weird, I don't know. I like Jodie Foster, but I thought it was going to be a little bit different than that. But it just dealt too much with, dealt too much with things like, and I don't even know if you can say it on YouTube, but just when someone, takes their own life, it dealt too much with that. And it just, I don't know. It just bothered me a little bit. But anyway, I finished watching it. I ain't watching another thing like that again. But, and then, but that day, that's what I done. I watched those shows. Well, I found me a little pattern on Etsy. And, so I made a possum. I made a possum, y'all. And I think he's kind of cute. He's not the best looking possum, I kind of could have done better up here, but that's the first one. I might make another couple of possums since I got the pattern now, and so I probably will improve. But that was a fun little make. I kind of wished I made the tail. I want to make one, like that, and maybe hang it in my car. But yeah, I just love that little thing. That was a fun little make, and it didn't take much yarn, and I piddle paddled with it all day long. If I hadn't done that, I could have been jumped off on something else. But I'm just me, and I ain't never gonna be nothing else. But yeah, I was relaxed that day, and I did what I wanted to do. So I just made a possum. I'll tell you what, I'm tired of safety eyes. I have fooled with so much safety eyes here lately. I'm tired of it. My friend Miriam, she sent me some links to get some new ones, and I got them in my cart. But I'm gonna try to head off into the making my eyes direction and try to get better at that. So yeah, so that's my first finished little pretty this week, a possum. I used to have a lot of possums come on my back porch, but I quit putting my garbage out. Sometimes I'd put my garbage out, and not be lazy and not put it in the trash can. And Charlie got us a couple of good old big ones, you know, that has the lids. Kind of like the ones they pick up, you know, on the street. And so ever since then, I just walk out there and do like I'm supposed to do. And so I don't have that many possums no more. But yeah, you see a possum on that porch and he'd just flip over. So that was my first finished pretty. And my next one was, I've been seeing everybody make these. And of course I love her. I watch her videos and I've bought her patterns and I've made things before. But it's Joe's Webb's Leggy Bunny. So I made me a Leggy Bunny. And I want to make some more. Doesn't take much yarn at all. I mean, I opened this one skein, made this little thing, and I could probably get 2 more out of this skein, I know. And this was Premier. I had that thing in my hand a while ago, y'all. But it's Premier Chanel. You know, I had a yarn haul with it not too long ago. But it's called Violet. Dark Violet or something. Bright Violet. So I struggled with the facial features, you know, with the eyes and with the nose. And so I finally just give up. But I think it looks alright. That was a fun little make. You know, it really was. And so I want to make some more. I got some yarn. That's that caramel. You know, I do so much squirreling. I think, oh, I want to do this, and I'll start it and I'll drop it, you know. So this week I'm gonna get myself organized and do better with this room, especially. It's got to get something done to it. But I'm only off today. I don't know when my next day off is. But I did get 3 off this week. Of course, I got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday last weekend. I worked Monday, was off Tuesday, worked Wednesday, Thursday, and off today. So that has helped me. It's helped me, my mental health being away from there. And I have someone there who cares now, again, about how things are going, you know. So, anyway, it's just been better. Anyway, so that's my Leggy Bunny. And I want to make some more. She has a tutorial. Very, very good tutorial. She's great at tutorials. And she has her written pattern, which I did buy. I watched the tutorial and I bought the pattern. And it wasn't very much. And I bought 3 things and she sent me a coupon. So, I mean, it was great. And now I have them forever. But she's really good at that. So, Miss Jo, make a bunch more. Make a bunch more tutorials. She's really good at that. And but yeah, so that was fun. So I'm probably gonna give her away, you know. Maybe some little somebody will want to drag it around. So that was my second pretty. So then, you know, I was supposed to be working on I had started this ogre, you know, and I didn't work on it at all, I don't think. See if I can find, oh, here he is. He's the ugliest little pretty thing I ever saw. But I haven't worked on him this week. That's what I got in this bag right here. In my crochet era. Got that on Temu. But yeah. So I'm going to have to get back on him. But I also want to make a dragon. So I may put the yarn in this book and the ogre in my little storage box as my goals this week. So I'm going to set this over here. And I'm going to think about this when I get done talking with y'all. So yeah, I didn't work on him, so I need to work on him. But I found another whip and a bag, and it was just about almost done, just about. And I said, you got to finish that thing. It ain't no sense in you putting that much work into something like that and knowing you ain't got that much more to do. So I brought him out. And he turned out all right, you know. I think he did. I mean, Sometimes I don't think I do too good here lately. I don't know. Maybe I just get tired before I get done. But I made, let me show you the picture first out of this book. And I've made one thing in here before. This is Embroidered Made Easy. I got this on Amazon. But I had made, you know, the squirrel. And I enjoyed making the squirrel. He's somewhere in here. So I wanted to make this goat. And like I said, I already had a lot of the parts made. I just needed to quit procrastinating. And all that, you know. And get them out and finish them. So here's the goat. And I made my goat kind of like the way I wanted to make them. And I love this book, by the way. This is a good book. And I'm going to tell you why. Because every time you start something, it tells you, okay, in brown yarn. And it has the brown in the color brown. Alright, you go to another pattern. And, you know, let's see if I can find. Alright, then it says like in blue. I mean, I love that. It's great. It's a great feature to have. And I think it's well written patterns. I recommend this book. You know, and you can say, some people might say, you know, well, the patterns are kind of boring. And they could be, you know. But you can do it however you want to do it. So I made the goat. See if y'all think it's a goat. Because my hubby said, is that a bull? I said, no, it's not a bull. Marion, she guessed right. So I made the goat. And I struggled with the safety eyes, y'all. I had safety eyes in there and I popped them out. And so I went to Cassandra, hey Miss Cassandra, at Craftily Ever After. And I watched her tutorial about 15 times. And I finally got out of my own way, you know, and I made the eyes. So, and he's got a little beard. And, of course, he's got a little tail. So I made him a little pocket. It's got buttons on. And I just didn't put buttons on. I might put buttons there. Glue some buttons there. But, you know, I hadn't got that. I hadn't did that. I finished it up this morning. So I'm glad I finished them. I really am. And, you know, who knows what I'll do with a goat. But I got one now. You know, last weekend I showed you the flying pig and all that. And, my little neighbor, we got her to come over. She's like 6. She had been in a beauty pageant that day. And she had all of her little makeup and everything. She was the cutest little thing. She's 6 years old. She just talked my ear off. And I gave her the pig. And I said, I got a few other things that needs home. I was wondering if you might want them. And so I gave her those chubby cats. And she just took to that. She said, now I've got 3 of them. So she was tickled. So I love seeing that little smile on that face. That just made my weekend right there. So yeah, I got the goat. I intended to give this to her too. So she may get it before it's over with. I don't know. But I like that little book. And I recommend that book. I really do. What I want to make next, I don't know out of this book. There's so many things I like to. This little thing is really cute, the otter. I want to make an otter. I always like looking at the otters when I go to the zoo. Oh, I'm at 24 minutes. It's just got a lot of cute little things in here. So, I tried making this bee, y'all, at one time. And like I said, my headspace wasn't that good. So, I might have to go back and make the bee again. I think I ended up tossing it. But yeah, so far I made the squirrel and the goat. So it's got a little snake. It's Simon the snake. So I like the owls. I like all of them really. So, oh, it's got a, oh, let's see. It's got a, what is it? Let me find it. oh, the flamingo. Okay, it's got a flamingo. I'm not necessarily fond of that color right there. Oh, well, that's just darling. I may have to do that. But yeah, it's got a lot of cute little patterns in it. Alright, so that's all my finished stuff, y'all. That's what I finished, and you know what? I'm proud of myself. Because Kelly ain't been producing, chop stuff here lately. So I'm proud of myself. And I want to say thank y'all, because having that those comments last weekend, and y'all kept me. Y'all pushed me to, do better. So anyway, thank you. So here we go. That's my goat. I guess we could call him Billy the Goat, can't we? Billy the Goat. Yeah, so. But this week, what I want to do, what have I got on my list I want to do? Okay, things I want to make. And I'll link the pattern to the tutorial for the Leggy Bunny, and I'll link the pattern I bought for the possum if anybody's interested. I bought both of those. What I want to make this week. Well, I have found a couple of crochet channels, and one of them was called Crochet Over Yonder. Over Yonder Crochet. Anyway, I'll link her. And she was talking about this pattern called the Jelly Bean Bunny. And it's by Darling Maple Designs. And it's a YouTube tutorial. So that's what I want to do this week. I want to make another Leggy Bunny. I want to work on the ogre. I want to work on my block blanket, wherever it's at. Y'all, I'm ashamed to show you this mess. I've got to get it. I've got to do something with it. And I got to make a dishcloth. I got to finish up a dishcloth. So that's what my goals is this week. So yeah. So that's all I got on my little list of things in my little book. And look, isn't it, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. It's in my little book. So that's all I got for you. Let's see what I can get done this week. First thing on the list is making my box. As soon as I click off this, I'm going to make my box up. Get it all packed up, what I want to do. Then I'm going to work on this room a little bit. I may feel like quitting, but I'm going to try to push through. So, all right, y'all. Well, I hope y'all have a great weekend, and I'll see y'all the next go around. Y'all take care. Bye.